Good morning to Tuesday, April 7th. We're in week 3 here of our e-learning, remote learning. For those of you that have internet access and a device to complete work on, I'm going to go through our activities for today. Those of you that do not have access to these activities at home, next Monday, the 13th, you will be able to come to school to pick up food as well as work for this week and next week. So 2 weeks of work. So today we've got one humanities and one STEM lesson, both in Seesaw. Last 2 weeks before break, the humanities lessons were just a ReadWorks article, so I wanted you to complete them in ReadWorks through Google Classroom. But this week, the activities have more to them. So if you see here, I'm going to click on, week of April 6th, humanities lesson 1. I'm going to click on Add Response. Okay, and here are the instructions, and I can go over them. You can also get the instructions by clicking up here on View Instructions, and it will go through the instructions with you again. Over here on the right side, I can tab through the different pages. You see that our learning targets today is using text features, asking and answering questions. And we have a few activities. Here's task number 1. It gives you the directions of what the task is. If you need to zoom in, just click on this zoom in button here and then click on the plus and it will zoom in for you. Okay, so it tells you what to do. You're going to be asking adult family members if they can go outside and look at rocks. So you're going to be recording observations on a piece of paper and asking questions and using text features of this activity on the next page. So if I come over here to page 3, there's task number 2 is looking at this diagram and answering some questions about it and writing a paragraph. The next task here is a daily language review, which you can find on the next page. So here you will use these tools to answer these questions. On the next page, we have a ReadWorks article, but go ahead and read it on here. You can highlight the text if you need to using these features down here. And then you'll see that there are then questions to go with the article. Okay, multiple choice, as well as 3 questions down here, 8, 9, and 10. You can fill in text boxes over here for 8, 9, and 10 on the side, or you can use the microphone to record your answers. Okay, so I'm going to close out of that. I'm going to show you the STEM activity for today. Okay, so this is STEM week of April 6th, lesson 1. I'm going to add response. And you'll see the same format for the instructions. Okay, so you'll see here that we are using addition or multiplication to join equal groups and solving real-world problems involving multiplication. Okay, so there are 4 tasks. They're laid out here, the directions. Okay, so it tells me right here, I'm going to do, this is task number 1. It's a daily math review. Task number 2 is this next page. So answering the question, read through this right here and answer the question down here. And then we go to the next page. And then the next one. This is book work. We have done some of these pages, so a lot of them are review. And there are 2 multi-step problems where you'll be using multiplication to solve them. And then turn it in with the green check when you are done. I also have a couple of supplemental activities for moving on with area. Here today, there is a video on measuring rectangles in Khan Academy and finding the area. So if you're in your Khan Academy, whoop, I got out of it. Let me go back into it for you. It was on the teacher side. That's not very helpful for you. So here on the Khan Academy, yesterday you should have watched an intro to area and unit squares video and done some practice with that, understanding area. Today you're going to be watching a video on measuring with different units, so different size units, and then you're going to do a practice of finding the area by counting the unit squares inside. Okay, so here that play button shows it's a video. The pencil, writing utensil shows that it is practice. So today you have these two to do. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me about that. Again, the important thing is to get these anchor texts done. Starting this week, I will be grading those that get turned in. If you do not have the ability to do this online, you can take pictures of the paper packets next week that your child completes, and you can send them to me through the Talking Points app or through the messaging service. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I look forward to seeing your faces and our kids' faces today at our Zoom meeting at 1:30.